Hello and welcome to today's live coverage from the UTS Engineering Stadium for the Emirates FA Cup first round qualifying match between Dunston and Marine. The Mariners defeated Workington in the preliminary round replay, while the Fed picked up a 2-1 win at Newcastle Benfield. As the teams begin to take the field, I'll read to you the team lineups, starting with Dunston. So number 1, Liam Connell. Number 2, Craig Baxter. Number 3, Terry Galbraith. Number 4, Philip Turnbull. Number 5, Dan Capewell. Number 6, Michael Hall. Number 7, Jack Elliott. Number 8, Matty Pattison. Number 9, Scott Heslop. Number 10, the captain, Michael Pearson. Number 11, Ursine Mwanda. And for the Mariners, starting in goal is Bailey Passant. Number 2 at right back is Ben Roberts. Number 3, James Joyce. Number 4, Alex Doyle. Number 5, Danny Shaw. Number 6, David Raven. Number 7, Owen Watkinson. Number 8, James Barrigan. Number 9, the captain, Niall Cummins. Number 10, Ben Hughes. And number 11, Neil Kenji. On the bench for Dunston today, Callum Elliott, Jake Stafford, Mechak Kanda, Eddie Thomas and Andrew Clark. And on the Mariners bench, it's James Devine, David Lynch, Ryan Wignall, Lewis Riley, Mark Howarth and Josh Solomon Davis returning from injury today. And the referee looks to kick the game off. Marine will shoot from left to right as I'm watching it. And Alex Doyle carries the ball out and finds James Joyce on the left-hand side, who looks for a ball down the line for Cummins. It's headed out, which Owen Watkinson will chase. Just cleared that. And Neil Kenji looks to get down the left-hand side, play a ball through to Cummins, but it's cleared and out for a throw-in. Which James Joyce will take down the line, looking for Niall Cummins. Just plays it back to his left back, who looks to put a ball into the box, deflected. Ben Hughes will chase on this right hand side now. Just looks for an option. Not many there, and he's tackled well. Competitive challenge from Ben Roberts on the touchline with Matty Pattison. And now Turnbull looks to break for Dunston. Plays the ball through, searching for Heslop. And Doyle just recovers possession, plays it back to his centre-back, David Raven, who looks to just calm things down a bit and plays it out to the left-back, James Joyce. Joyce looks down the line. Kenji's take up a more central position. It's flicked out for a throw-in over on the left-hand side, which Cummins will look to take quickly. Back to Joyce. Joyce now can dart goalwards. He's dispossessed by the full-back Baxter. David Raven has been beaten too easily there. Pattison. There was Jack Elliott looking to break down the right hand side, looking to cut in on his left foot. Danny Shaw's doing a decent job of holding him up, but Elliott's got his shot away, cleared in the end by Hughes, and Kenji will look to counter-attack now. He's Cummins over on the left hand side, holding up well. But his layoff is picked up again by Kenji on the left hand side, and now Barrigan on the left hand side. Cleared by Galbraith. And Barrigan on that left-hand side again by the corner flag. It's dispossessed. And cleared in the end by Dunston. Looking for Heslop, who's found Matty Pattison, who's got a bit of space on this near side. Looks down the line for Elliott. Oh, it's a decent recovery challenge, but the referee's given a free kick. Might have been a bit late there from Roberts. He's really lunged in there, in truth. Free kick on this near side for Dunston. First real opportunity of the game for either side. Which will be taken by number 8, Matty Pattison. An in-swinger with the left foot. It's a high line by the Mariners. Standing on the edge of the box. Two-man wall, whipped in by Patterson. Headed clear by Joyce, only as far as Mwanda, who gets it back out to Patterson, who might look to get another ball in, but instead checks back and finds his centre-back Hall. Flicked into the box, and as Roberts can clear for the Mariners. Kenji just looks to use his body to hold it up. He's not done a great job there. Watkinson back on defensive duties with striker. Here's Elliott on this far side. He's beaten Roberts. He's managed to find Heslop on the inside, and it's just deflected. And Hughes will clear down the right-hand side. Watkinson's done well to use his body and win a free kick there on the halfway line, which Hughes takes quickly over to David Raven on the left-hand side, finding his fullback. Looking down the line for Kenji, but just headed clear. And Joyce is misplaced his header there and it's gone out for a throw. Which will be taken by Baxter. Looking down the line for Heslop again, but Barragan can bring it away and look for Roberts on this near side. Down the line for Hughes, who's let it run. Might just look to... was a big challenge there from Mwanda, a fair one. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Ben Hughes just picks himself up there after a decent little run. Roberts will look to take the throw-in now. About 10 yards from the corner flag. Inside for Doyle, who's made himself an option, but he's dispossessed easily by Mwanda there. But Roberts can recover. Back to Danny Shaw, who's coming in for Anthony Miley today. Of course, suffered that injury against Workington. We wish him well. And he's just overplayed that one. Out for a goal kick. So 5 minutes gone, no real chances for either side to note. Goal kick to be taken by Liam Connell. Looking long for Heslop, who's making nuisance of himself in the early minutes of the game. Roberts' clearance has just cannoned off of Patterson on this near side, but he's recovered it well. And Hughes, just in front of me here on the halfway line, is dispossessed by Mwanda. And Capewell is able to bring it out for Baxter. Here's Baxter again, looking down the line for Heslop. Cleared by Shaw. Only as far as Turnbull. Looking for Mwanda on his left-hand side. Controls it well. Looks down the line for Elliott. Elliott's tracked all the way by Shaw, who's done well to marshal him off the ball. And cleared in the end by Raven. Down the line for Watkinson, who leaps, but he's missed it completely. And Cummins can use his body to hold the ball up well. He's done very well there. Back to Doyle, who gets it back out to Joyce on the left-hand side. Looks to bring Marine forward now. It's Barragan. Will chase on the over on that left side, but it's just too much on the ball from Kenji, and it's run out for a goal kick. Which Connell will give it. And there seems to be a congregation on the right hand side, so that's where the ball has gone. Headed clear by Joyce. Back out by Hall. And now Mwanda on this near side, chased by Ben Hughes. Looks to put the pressure on, and he's just won it back. Lays it back to the right back Roberts. Almost loses it, but comes away with the ball in the end. It's Barragan in the centre of the pitch. Just plays it back to Raven. He's short. Back out to Roberts on the right hand side. Looks for the ball over the top for Watkinson, but it's just headed clear there. Mwanda can come away with it again, but it's played inside. The long ball forward cleared by Shaw. Joyce got a bit of time over on the far side. Decides to run into space rather than playing it long. Just looking for an option now. Not many showing for him. There's Doyle in the centre of the pitch. There's Kenji. Oh, he's let it. He's let it run, but the defender was equal to it. Heslop again using his body well, but no one with him there. The goalkeeper can throw it out for Roberts on the right hand side, who looks to run forward. Back inside for Doyle. Now Doyle can look long for Watkinson. And the linesman has his flag up on this near side. Just started his run a bit too early there, Watkinson. But Turnbull is looking to get play going quickly. Heslop's done well to find Elliott there. And he's recovered it as well. Patterson now with Hughes and Doyle on him. He's come away with it and... well, Galbraith is down, but the referee's not having any of it. And possible handball from Cummins there, but the referee's not got a bit lucky there, to be honest, with the Marine captain. Kenji over on the right hand side by the corner flag, looking to just hold up the ball. Support from Hughes, but it's just gone into touch, and Roberts will take the throw in. Support from Shaw, who's come a long way from centre back to give himself an option. Kenji is the man found on the touchline and put behind for another Marine throw in. It's Doyle now on the right. He's tried to poke it forward, but it's cleared in the end. It's headed away by Raven. Oh, here's Capewell bringing the ball forward from centre half. And Pearson, the captain for the home side, tries to play it forward, but Cummins is back on his defensive duties. The skipper. It's a throw-in, which will be taken by Craig Baxter. Just looking for an option, looking for something a bit different, but it's Patterson shown. His pass back is deflected off of Watkinson. Potential mix-up for the defence, but it's just calmed down with a pass back to the goalkeeper, Liam Connell. He's put under a bit of pressure from Watkinson, but he's cleared in the end. And the ball is able to run straight through to his opposite number passant. Who himself will look to play it long by the looks of things. Now Cummins appears to be the target over on the left hand side. Owen Watkinson next to him. And it is Cummins who's able to flick on. Watkinson had just started a run inside when he should have stayed out wide. And the clearance deflects off of Watkinson out for a goal kick. So just under 12 minutes played, still 0-0. Neither side really to stamp their authority on the game so far. No real chances for either side. You'd probably say that Dunston have had the better, well, most of the possession, but Marine have looked dangerous with their balls over the top for Neil Kenji and Owen Watkinson, and Ben Hughes in particular looking to run at the defence. Fairly even so far, as Roberts heads again forward from the goal kick. And it's cleared up towards Elliott. But it's a vital header there from Danny Short. Watkinson looks to use his body to hold up. And now is Joyce on the halfway line, looking to dart forward. And it's just put behind by Baxter. Otherwise, Kenji was in down that left-hand side. Quick throw in to Kenji, who looks to cut in. And he's tackled out for another throw, which will be taken by Joyce. Back to Raven, who looks for a long ball in. He's found Cummins. Oh, it's a great save from the keeper. Won't matter anyway, as the linesman's flag is up. Cummins had a bit of space in the box, which is understandable, seeing as though he's offside. But free kick to be taken by Connell. Free kick runs all the way through to Bailey Passant, who can just play it short to Shaw. He plays it over to his centre-back partner, David Raven. Back to Shaw, bit of time on the ball. Roberts, bit more pressure now from Mwanda. Looks for a long ball forward for Watkinson, which he's done really well to get on the end of, really. And it's run out for a Marine throw-in. Taken quickly for Hughes. Oh, it's a poor touch from Hughes, but Watkinson's able to keep it in. And in the end, it's cannoned off of Watkinson. And it's a throw-in for the home side. Looks to be taken by Yassine Mwanda. Looking down the line for the centre forward, Heslip. And he's done well there. But in the end, the ball just rolls out for a throw-in inside the Marine half. Back to the keeper, Passant. Just urging his team to get forward here, rather than trying to play it out from the back. He's played it forward, looking for Niall Cummins again, but it's a good leap from Capewell there. Ball over on that right hand side. It's a poor ball forward from Baxter. It's just gone out of play for a throw-in, which will be taken by Joyce, about 15 yards inside the Marine half. Volleyed forward by Joyce, looking for Watkinson over the top. We know he's quick enough to get there, and he's putting some pressure on Hall illegally in terms of in the eyes of the referee, as he's just pulled Hall back there as he's shielding the ball, giving away a free kick. If you're just joining us, we're a third of the way through the first half here at the UTS Engineering Stadium. Dunston 0, Marine 0. Fairly even encounter so far. Nothing major to note. William Connell with the free kick forward. Looks to be Heslip again to try and get his body in the way, but Shaw can clear in the end. It's Turnbull in the middle of the park. A bit of a loose one there. And Ben Hughes looks to get away, but he's taken down by Patterson. And that could be our first yellow card of the afternoon. It was a bit of a lunge. And to be fair, if Hughes had stayed on his feet, he might have been away there for a counter-attack. So it's a tackle worth making from Patterson, but the first yellow card of the evening. About 15 yards inside the Marine half to be taken by Bailey Passant. Launch forward looking for Niall Cummins. And he's just beaten to it there, but Pearson can poke the ball away again. Elliott beaten in the air by Roberts. Mwanda waiting for the ball, and Roberts is able to just intercept and put it behind. But now Roberts has cut our position. Here's Elliott on the left wing. But Roberts does well to recover in the end. Hughes now looks down the line for Cummins, who can just use his body and win the throw-in. Poked over the line by Mwanda. Throw-in taken quickly back to Danny Shaw. Raven looks to play it forward for Barragan. Put under a little bit of pressure, but able to poke it forward in the end. It's Cummins winning the header well, but bit of a stray one that, straight out of play. Throw-in taken on that far side by Baxter. Raven just putting it back up in the air, and Danny Shaw can head away. Just playing game of head tennis here between Dunston and Marine. And it's a bit of a stray header, which Watkinson will latch onto on the... Just coming into the box now, looks to whip a ball back in, across. And Cummins, oh, it's a scuffed effort. If it's cleaner connection, that's surely a goal, but it's just... he's just clipped it with his heel as it's come... Good ball back in from Watkinson, did really well to chase it down, but it's just gathered in the end by the keeper. Now Dunston will look to hit Marine on the counter-attack through Pearson. And now is Elliott down the right-hand side, just beaten to it by Bailey, Bailey passing, who can just put it out of touch. Throw and taken to Heslip. Holds the ball up well, under a bit of pressure from Joyce. Now here's Heslip again, edge of the box. It's Galbraith. Oh. Looks might have to play it backwards here for Hall. But Hall plays a ball looking for Mwanda. He's controlled it well on this left wing. Inside for Pearson, who looks centrally for Elliott, who wants to get back onto his left foot. He's been stood up well by Barragan. Yeah, he's done very well there, James Barragan, just to not let him get the shot off. Pearson has tried his luck, but it's deflected. Oh, it's not the most convincing clearance from Kenji. I think he just tried to take it under control, but he's just sort of skidded out for a corner. So an opportunity for Dunston now. It's shown that one or two of their players are fairly useful in the air. Heslip and the two centre halves especially. In swinging corner from the right hand side. Looking for Hall at the back post, headed clear by Raven, but only as far as the edge of the box, and it's back out to Patterson on that right wing. Wants to get back onto his left foot. Plays Baxter in, and he slipped in the end when he's tried to play the ball back into the box, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. And a similar instruction from Passant, just to get the team up the pitch under a bit of pressure there from Dunston. Good spell for the home side. A few players over on that left hand side now, so that will be the target. As Cummins, the ball's not quite reached in there. Dunston will come away with the ball again through Mwanda, who's got a bit of space on this right and on this left side. But inside for Turnbull, who has switched it, but Kenji's there to intercept. His touch is a little bit loose, and Watkinson can't quite back to the goalkeeper. And Turnbull in the midfield now. Looks for Patterson. He's played it around the corner to his left-hand side, which Galbraith can come away with. Is Heslip coming deep, as he has done so often throughout this game. Roberts looks to clear, but it's just cannoned off of Heslip. Cleared in the end by Raven. Well controlled by Cummins, and Hughes will look to play a quick ball over the top, and Watkinson's through. Oh, the linesman again, he's got his flag up. Look close. I think he's just got that one right though, the linesman. Watkinson just needs to be a bit more careful with the timing of his runs. He's not happy with the linesman, but I have to say I think he's just about got it right there. Free kick to be taken, about 10 yards inside the Dunston half. Over on that far side now, on the right hand side. And Cummins is able to intercept, and the ball in the centre of the pitch now with Ben Hughes. Just cuts back, they just could do with a bit of decent spell of possession here. Marine just calm things down a bit. They've been second best for the last 5 minutes or so, but it is Cummins now. Back out on the wing for Hughes. He does well to... strong challenge from Mwanda and Roberts, but a fair one. Pearson looks to send Elliott away, but it's composed from David Raven. Big challenge from Pearson on Doyle. Here's Roberts now to take a throw-in. Just in front of me. Down the line looking for Niall Cummins. And put into touch by the fullback Terry Galbraith, who almost seems to be playing as a third centre-back today, with Mwanda as a wing-back. Cummins looks to flick on from the throw-in for Watkinson, and Watkinson has just about got round him, looks to get a ball back across. And it's a goal kick in the end. A vital interception there from, look like Michael Hall. Just to poke the ball off of Watkinson into touch. And a goal kick to end that. A decent spell for Marine there. To be taken by Connell. Looking long for Heslip. Sort of evades both Roberts and Heslip and cleared by Short. Hughes will look to keep it in, and he has done. Oh no, he hasn't. It's a throw in to be taken quickly by Turnbull. But Marina back into position quickly to stop any quick throw in there. And Mwanda's going to come across to take it. It's inside for Patterson, who's barged to the floor by Doyle there. Bit too tenacious from the midfielder there. Long switch from Galbraith. It's ambitious, but it's headed clear by Joyce. And now Kenji looks to... struggles to get it under control. And Patterson under pressure. And Doyle's put a foot... Oh, that's coming, sorry. He's put a foot in. But now Doyle's come away with it. And Hughes and Roberts do well to come away with the ball on his right-hand side. Roberts has just got the better of Mwanda. But he's, the wing-back's come back well to stop. It's a loose ball from Doyle. And now Heslip's in. Looks to play. Elliott. He's just held up well by Raven. Done well the experienced centre-half. Pearson... He's dispossessed by Doyle. The referee's seen nothing wrong with it. And Hughes has tried to slide in Watkinson, who gets his shot away. And it's a good stop by Connell. The angle wasn't favourable for the Marine striker, but the keeper still had to stay big and stop it. Another half chance for Marine there. Biggest chance of the game probably fell to Niall Cummins. And around the 15th minute. But he just scuffed his effort straight into the hands of Connell. Here's Barragan, who's come across from the left-hand side to show an option for the throw-in. Danny Shaw step forward for Doyle. Looks to poke it round the corner. Hughes has taken up a more central position now. Looks out for Joyce. He's just about regained possession. He's skipped past a couple. He's done really well to get into the box. And it's right on the edge. I think it's going to be a free kick for Marine. It's very close. But I think it's just outside the penalty area. It's a very dangerous run from Joyce there. As he has done so often for the Mariners. Skip past a couple. Inside. It looks like it's going to be either the left foot of Barragan or the right foot of Watkinson. From that position over on left of centre, you expect it to be a right footer. Looking to replicate Lewis Riley's goal from Monday. And Watkinson looks to be the favourite to take this, although Barragan hasn't left it. And it will be Watkinson. There's a low one, straight into the wall, disappointing in the end. Barragan's there to recover. Tries to swing a right foot one into the box. Controlled by Watkinson. And Kenji's there to fire a volley at goal. But it's blocked fairly comfortably by Dunston. Defender there. Roberts with the throw-in down this right-hand side. Kenji's come across again to show an option. Looking to cut in on his left foot. Plays it inside for Watkinson. He's pinballing around in the box dangerously. Cummins lays off Barragan. And the midfielder's effort is very wayward in the end. Never going to trouble Connell there. And a goal kick. Goal kick to be taken now. Looking once again for Heslip. But Danny Shaw's up well. Watkinson looks to chase. Michael Hall just puts the ball out for a throw there. Under pressure from Watkinson. It's Hughes on the right-hand side. Back to his full-back Roberts. He's been very involved in this first half, Roberts. Hughes, back to Shaw. Chips the ball forward for Roberts again. And now it's Watkinson looking. His touch just let him down there. a closer touch, and he might have been able to cause Hall some problems, but the number 6 has come across and just put it into touch. Another throw in to be taken on this right hand side though. After a new ball is brought onto the pitch. Roberts just looks for Cummins in the box, looks a turn. And there's never troubling the defence there. He's just bounced off him and gone out for a goal kick. If you're just joining us, we're around half an hour through the game. About 15 minutes ago in the first half. It's Dunston 0, Marine 0 in the FA Cup first round qualifying match. Marine looking to make it 2 wins on the bounce after a 3-1 win at home to Prescott Cables on Bank Holiday Monday. Whereas Dunston looking to bounce back from a loss to Marsk. Here's Kenji on the left hand side, looking to poke a ball through to Cummins, but just runs through to the keeper. And Turnbull he's intercepted there. Doyle must do better with his pass there. It's very wayward. Now is Kenji on the left wing, looking to run at Baxter. He's just swung a ball in, too close to the keeper. Thrown out for Mwanda on this near side. Pearson, who's grown in influence on the game. Started fairly quiet, but he's seen more of the ball in the last 10 minutes or so. It's Danny Shaw. He's done well to bring the ball out there. And here's Joyce looking to go again down that left-hand side. It's back for Raven. Over for Shaw. And just restarting almost with the keeper, but Ravens picked it up. Ball down the line from Danny Shaw, looking for Watkinson. Now here's Kenji. There's a touch has let him down there. Heslip with a decent touch, but Joyce is just there on the cover for Raven. Back to the goalkeeper. And Passan just has a bit of time to urge his team forward. Headed clear by Baxter, but Joyce has done well once again to dart inside on that left, over on that left, looking for Watkinson. He's just cut out in the end there, and Hughes has gone over. It's a strong tackle from Turnbull. It seemed like he might have got a toe on the ball, but Hughes has, shall we say, made the most of it, and he's won the free kick. In a dangerous looking position, around 25 to 30 yards from goal. Slightly right of centre, James Barragan has claimed the ball very eagerly. After Watkinson's last free kick, I think Barragan will be wanting to take this one. It favours a left footer as well, slightly right of centre. Alex Doyle is there as well. We know he can hit one. But he's left it to Barragan. And he doesn't look like he's going to be trying to get this into the box. It looks like he will be shooting. It's a decent position for him. And here is Barragan. There's another one straight into the wall. Barragan will look to just chip it back in with his right foot now. And a free kick in the end for Dunston. As to be fair to Watkinson, I don't think he was going for the push. I think he slipped, but it was a free kick in the end. Free kick to be taken by Liam Connell. .34 minutes played, still goalless. Ball looking long, and it's just run out for a Marine throw-in over on that left-hand side, to be taken by fullback Joyce. Back to Raven. Looking long now. Now Cummins down the line. It's headed clear by Capewell and cleared in the end by Baxter. Flicked on from the Dunston striker towards Elliott. Played forward again by Baxter. Joyce looks to turn now. Just wins a throw-in. Just inside the Marine half. Looking over the top for Watkinson. Plays it back to Cummins, but Barragan's gone flying in there as well. And a bit too eager from Watkinson, maybe. No. A throw-in for Marine. It's done well, the striker. That was a long ball forward, looking for Watkinson again. And cleared in the end. As far as Danny Shaw, who can head it back up the pitch for Marine. And Doyle once more. And in the end, it's Roberts in the very central area for a right back. Looks for his opposite flank. There's Joyce over on the left-hand side. Looks to get a low ball into the box. It's just deflected out for a corner. It's been a decent 5 minutes for Marine. Couple of free kicks and bit of possession. It looks like it's going to be Alex Doyle to swing one in. An in-swinger with his right foot on the left-hand side. Can be dangerous from set pieces. Looks for Raven at the near post. Just cleared in the end. And a free kick is awarded in that. The ball is in the back of the net for the first time this afternoon. But the whistle's blown for a free kick, so it's not going to count. I think it just bounced up onto Doyle's hand. Another one to be taken by the keeper. Will Heslop once again be the target over on the right hand side? He is, and he's flicked it on, looking for Jack Elliott, but a bit wayward. And now Danny Shaw will look to play it forward for Niall Cummins, who is beaten to the ball there. And Michael Hall. Mwanda looks down the line for Patterson. Plays it back to Galbraith in the end. Right, so it's a strong challenge from Mwanda. He's not really anywhere near the ball in the end. And Roberts has gone over. Free kick to Marine. Taken quickly back to Raven. So the Mariners just look to reset and start from the back. That being said, a long ball over the top is controlled strangely by Kenji. Would have been better just letting it run, really. He's chested it up in the air. And now is Turnbull. Oh, it's a tackle from behind from Cummins. The ref tries to play advantage, but there's no advantage. So Dunston will be awarded a free kick. Cummins is in disbelief, but to be honest, it wasn't a great tackle. Hall looks down the line now for Heslop again. Mwanda just struggles to control, and Roberts will throw down the line looking for Hughes. It's Turnbull. It's done well to evade Hughes. Back out for the fullback Galbraith. Just bounced off for ref there, so I think it's going to be a drop ball. Dunston just being given possession back. Free kick for Turnbull. Plays it out for Jack Elliott. Inside looking for Patterson. He's just ran through and Joyce looks to get away, but here's Kenji now. Oh, he's gone the wrong way with his clearance. He should have played down the left wing where Watkinson had made a decent run. The keeper's come a long way and he's cleared it again, and Joyce is just able to beat Baxter to the ball. Throw in taken quickly back to Patterson on the right hand side. Looks to switch the play now for Galbraith. Looking down the line, but his clearance is blocked by Watkinson, who has the ball now on the right wing, looking to dart forward. Gets a decent looking ball into the box, and Cummins is there. Great challenge, and now damage is Can still be done from Hughes. His effort just blocked by the keeper. Would have seen that late as well. Came for a couple of bodies, so a good stop from the keeper. Fairly close to him though. Decent chance for Marine there. As Joyce puts another ball into a box, and Cummins looks to head it goalwards, but no real power or direction on it in the end. Keeper just waits for his team to get up the pitch before clearing. And it's straight to the head of David Raven, who just heads it back up into the air. Not the best of headers from the centre half. Ball looking over the top again for Watkinson, but the ref has just called play back here. Looks like there's going to be a free kick for Marine on around the halfway line. Maybe a challenge on Doyle. It looked like. About 5 minutes to go of the first half. Can't expect there to be much injury time. Don't think there's been many stoppages, if any. Here's Joyce to take the free kick, just inside the Dunston half. Looks to play it forward towards Danny Shaw, but he's cleared in the end. But Doyle looks to recycle it, head it forward. Mwanda heads clear. Patterson and Doyle, but it's Mwanda comes away with it on his left hand side now. Doyle's all over him. He's lucky Mwanda didn't go down there. Might have been looking at a yellow card. Ball over the top, looking for Heslip. Bailey's pass has come a long way. It's a risky one, but he's just beating the striker to the ball. It was brave goalkeeping there. Come a very long way. He had to get a touch, and Watkinson is just offside again. Just needs to start timing these runs a bit better, Watkinson. He's been caught a few times in his first half. He had a bit of space as well. But very good decisive goalkeeping from Passant there as Heslip looks to run through on goal. Frustrations from the Dunston fans as the referee's not allowed a quick free kick. The ball being in the wrong place. And the free kick for the original offside to be taken by the goalkeeper Connell. Just a few minutes to go until the half-time break. Still fairly 50-50. A couple of decent chances for both teams. Probably Marine have had a couple of nearly moments. As Joyce heads clear once again. Baxter's ball forward, just running back through to the goalkeeper. Who can just roll out for Joyce over on the far side. Looking down the line for Cummins. And it's David Raven to just recover the ball. Bit of time on the ball, looking for an option. Back outside to his fullback Joyce, who dinks the ball forward, looking for Watkinson over on the left-hand side. He's got Hall for company, but he's managed to get away from him. Back heels it towards Kenji. Nice bit of play there from Watkinson. Kenji looks to get a ball into the box. He's headed clear and booted clear in the end. Roberts has just got Mwanda putting a bit of pressure on, but he's able to shield the ball out for a throw in inside the Marine half. Looking back down the line for Hughes, who's just out-muscled by Galbraith there, but Hughes has picked it up again. Looks to poke it forward, but it's Turnbull. Oof. A few gasps from the crowd there as Roberts takes a firm one. Ball back with Passant now. Just the assistant linesman on the far side flagging. And Raven has awarded a free kick. Free kick to Marine. Played forward, long, looking for Captain Cummins as usual. The assistant has indicated 1 minute as Elliott runs through on goal. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper, and it's 1-0 to Dunston.
Number 1 for Dunston. It's scored by number 7.
It's a long ball forward.
Elliott.
It's a long ball forward from Passant's goal kick or free kick. Played back through on goal.
There'll be a minimum of 1 minute injury time.
Played back through on goal for Jack Elliott, who was very composed there on the right hand side, cuts in on his left foot and just places it into the far corner past Passant. 1-0 to Dunston. And that's a bit of a sucker punch for Marine. They've just had a decent last 5-10 minutes as well, and to concede just before half time is
45. Okay, cheers.
will be a bit of a kick in the teeth for Neil Young and his coaching staff. Danny Short gets us back underway with a long ball. Doyle. Barragan on that far side now. Raven just needs to hold off Heslop. Looks for the ball over the top for Kenji. Barragan, he's just missed it there, and he's given away a free kick in the middle of the pitch. The ball's just running away from him, and he's caught Patterson in the process and toppled him.
Winner of the golden goal, ticket number 45.
Liam Connell in no particular rush to take this free kick. He's over on the far side again, looking for Heslop. It's such a danger with these flicked headers in the first half. Caused Marine some real problems at times. It's a throw in over on the far side. About 10-15 yards from the corner flag for Dunston. Inside for Pearson. Kenji's there to clear it. And the referee has blown for half time. Competitive first half in this FA Cup fixture between Dunston and Marine, with a goal just on the half-time whistle from Jack Elliott, being the difference between the two sides. It's Dunston 1, Marine 0 at half.